Let's start today's video with a short story. A story of a man who was reading too many books. Books on what topic? The topic was how to swim. Yeah, he was reading a lot of books on how to swim. He was watching videos, he was reading books, he was meeting people. The only thing which he was not doing is he was not going into the water. Yes, he was not going into the water. Otherwise, he is doing everything. Do you think he will learn swimming? Ever? I don't think so. You can learn swimming only by going into the water. This is what our situation is today in Canadian immigration. We watch videos, we read books, we read articles, but don't do what is required. Let's start today's video. Hello friends, this is Satwinder Bhatia from Sukhmani Immigration Services, Brampton, Canada. I'm a regulated and licensed Canadian immigration consultant. Today's video is very special because today is Wednesday. What happens on Wednesday? Wednesday brings you express entry draws. So today's video is about express entry draw, and I am also going to share another good news with you on this. But before that, I request, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing. We talk a lot about Canadian immigration news, update, tips, tricks on this channel. If you like the video, share it with your family and friends so that they can also benefit. So let's get started without further delay, today's video. But before that, a news to share with you. So this is a news from yesterday. So Minister Sean Fraser, in a conference in Toronto, mentioned that the express entry draws, particularly for federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade and CEC, can start probably from July 6. So that is the news, that next draw could be a draw where you will have federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade or CEC people coming into picture. And I am also believing in that. The reason is I have data to prove it. Let's look at the data before we go into today's video. That data is, so I have shared this video with you on the immigration plan and the target immigration. So you remember, if you don't, that you can watch that video, or I can tell you right here itself. So target for federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade and CEC as per immigration plan 2022 was for the year 2022. It was reduced. Usually it is around 80,000, 90,000, but it was reduced for 2022, and that reduced target was how much? 55,900. You can check the immigration plan or you can check my video on that. It was 55,900 for federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade and CEC. And how much actual is done? And we are talking because right now half of the year is done. So actual, if you look at actual, is zero. Yes, big zero. So they have to do something. They just have 6 months to do that. So I am very much hopeful that chances are that next draws you will definitely see federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade and CEC. It can be a federal skilled worker only draw, or it can be a mixed draw. It can have PNP. I don't know that, but I am very hopeful that you will probably see federal skilled workers in that category very soon. So with that news, let's move on to today's topic, which is 13th express entry draw and 13th express entry draw of 2022. And this is draw number 225. So again, from the government website, this information is shared with you. You can check this. I will put that in the description box. You can check yourself also. So here is the information from the government website, and the same information I am presenting in form of a highlight to you. So if you look at this information, you will find that this draw was held on today, which is 22nd of June. and today only we are bringing this video to you. Plus, this is the number of candidates invited are reduced. So, total number of candidates invited under this draw were 636. 636 candidates were issued ITA, invitation to apply. Only PNP candidates, again, this is the major problem which has been going on for almost a year. We are looking only PNP draws. So again, this is also a PNP draw. CRS score has reduced, and CRS score was 752. It has reduced by 44 points as compared to the previous draw which held on June 8th. The tie-breaking rule which applied on this was April 19th, 2022. Now, one important thing, as I say, that this is again from the government website. This is only a PNP draw. Federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade, Canadian experience class, all were zero. Only and only PNP candidates were invited. And when PNP candidates are invited, they get 600 points. 600 CRS points. So we need to do the maths. And the maths is that the cutoff of the last person was 752. 600 points he got because of PNP. And if you subtract those 600 points, how much is left? 152, right? It is very much disheartening. People are sitting in the pool with 300, 400, 400 plus CRS points, and they are not getting the chance. And somebody who is just having 150 CRS points is getting ITA. Not fair. It's not fair. Just because of PNP, he or she is getting the ITA. So this is changing. Yes, this is changing. So Bill C-19 is coming. If you have not seen my video on Bill C-19, I will recommend, please watch Bill C-19 video. It will give you a more detailed information how this new thing is coming. And yes, this is maybe unfair to some people and maybe fair to some. So watch that video on the Bill C-19. Now, it's important to look into the history. Why? Because you will get to know what's happening in the past, and you can extrapolate from that and predict what can happen in the future. So if you look at the past 22 draws, not one, not two, past 22 draws. So you will see this is the information I have gathered from government website, right? So this is information of past 22 draws. For the ease of understanding, I am presenting this information in the graphical form. Graphs are easy to understand as compared to the data. So here you see all the blue lines. All the blue lines are PNP draws. All blue lines are PNP draws. There is one green bar which is CEC draw, which happened on 14th September 2021. Almost a year of PNP is going on. PNP, PNP, PNP. Light blue is for the previous year. Dark blue, all 13 draws till date today are of PNP, and the score range is roughly around 750. That's the range. So you can yourself see, people who are sitting in the pool with 350, 400, they don't stand a chance, right? So now look at the total number of people invited so far. So if you look at the total number of people invited so far in this year under express entry draw is just 10,000. Well, 10,000 seems to be a big number, but still it is very less as compared to the target. So, because federal skilled worker, federal skilled trade and CEC draws are not happening, so I am pretty much hopeful the next draw will have all those. So with this data, now look at the distribution of the CRS score in the express entry pool. So if you look at this distribution, and as I am telling again and again, 220,000 people are there. More than 220,000 people are there in the express entry pool, and major share, almost 50% of the people are between the range of 300 to 400 CRS points. And this data is the latest data of January 20. 2022. So this is information for you. If you need any more information related to anything about Canadian visa or immigration, you can reach out to our office, make an appointment and talk to us. Our office address, email ID and phone numbers are here shared with you. Once again, if you have not subscribed to the channel so far, please consider subscribing, and thank you very much for watching the video. Thanks.